Do you see what's going on right here, brothers? Yeah, that's a singles mixer event. And only women are there. Yeah. Welcome to the show. It's Black Male Advice TV. We are in the building again for another live stream, pretty much to share our thoughts on exactly what's going on. This is very, very interesting to say the least, fam. Get those likes up on the video. Yeah. All right. Black Male Advice TV. We are in the building for another one. Bringing you commentary, criticism, and truth. That's right. Went to a singles mixer and only women showed up. Wow. You see, this particular video was sent to me and I decided to make a video about it because I've been talking about this for a long time. I've been trying to let you understand that this is pretty much where we're going. This is supposed to be a singles event where men and women are supposed to come together and I guess build some sort of relationship form, but that's not the case. You see, all you see is women. Just a bunch of women sitting there, you know what I'm saying, waiting around, no men around, you know what I'm saying? That's the way it is in these streets. Look at this, fam. Wow. And see, you know what's the real issue here? All of those ladies are waiting around to reject all of the guys. They're not really there to find a man. They're there to reject men. And see, the reason why us brothers would never waste our time going to any garbage like that is because we already done know how it is with modern women. Y'all not trying to get into relationships. Y'all not trying to build families. Y'all not trying to do anything. Y'all just want to be seen. Y'all just want to reject a brother, size him up. You ain't making enough money. You don't got a car. This is typical, man. And shout out to everybody in the show. I see everybody coming in the building. You know what I mean? We're dealing with an issue of a video that's trending right now. Went to a singles mixer and only women showed up. Yeah. You see? Let's play the video. Hear what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I had to take the volume off because it had some music from Tyrese in there. So, you know, I don't want none of that, you know, copyright stuff or that nonsense with YouTube. So part of the video, you're going to hear a woman share her thoughts, and you're going to hear another section at the end of the video where a guy is going to pretty much come in and he's going to break down exactly what's going on. And we're going to react to what he said because he dropped some jewels, some gems on what's really happening in society, on why us men would never waste our time going to any event like that. So let's play the video. Let's look, see what's going on. As you can see, she's sitting there. She's like, yeah, I know I look good. I know everything is cool, but there's no men there for you. See? No men is there for you. See, you could be a sister, you can look good, everything is fine and dandy, but us brothers, we're not showing up because we've been through too much with sisters to the point where it's a waste of time. Because we know that you're not trying to build with brothers, you're not trying to be wives, you're not trying to do anything. You know what I mean? Yeah, she got the filter on, I can see. Massive filters. You can see the filter through the glasses on her eyes, fam. That's why it's a waste of time, fam. It's like, it's the same way everywhere you go. It's like filters. Listen, they got filters now that'll make a woman's breasts appear larger in her pictures. I don't know why they got these filters on. It's like, women really need to stop using these filters, because when you make yourself look one way on social media and a man actually meet you in person and you don't look like that, he's gonna walk away. You know? It's really sad out here, fam. But let's play it again. See what's going on. Now notice how she just keep filming herself, because she's like, I know I look good. I got dressed up. I styled myself up. My hair is did and done. But yet no guy is trying to get with you. You know why? Us brothers been through too much. And when you hear the brother come in, because the brother, he's going to pretty much speak. You're not going to see him on camera. He's going to be off camera speaking. He's going to drop some gems, fam. And I guarantee you, when you hear what this brother have to say, all of you guys in the chat and in the clouds, you're going to know that this is a real issue that we're facing today.
A lot of y'all ladies are asking, like, where were the men at? Why didn't no men show up to this mixer? Well, number one, the men who are actually good catchers would never go to a mixer. They don't do that. And then the pookies who would have came, they were short-staffed at McDonald's and Burger King. Somebody had to drop them fries and flip them burgers. Not to mention, half of them don't have vehicles to get there, and the ones who do can't afford gas to put in those vehicles to get to the mixer.
You know what's interesting about what she says? She says the real quality men, they're not going to show up at the mixer, right? And then she said the Pookies and the Ray Rays and all of those other guys, they had to flip burgers at the burger shop, which to me is kind of disrespectful to people that actually work at the burger shop. Again, we're dealing with the insults, we're dealing with the constant putting down of men. People that work in a burger establishment, they actually have a job. They are working class citizens. They're staying out of trouble. And I find it to be very disrespectful when women always look down on somebody that's at a burger joint flipping burgers. If that's what they got for now, hey, it is what it is. Why are you raining on their parade? At least they're not in the streets selling drugs. You see what I'm saying? And see, our women are always disrespecting a man based on what kind of job he have. And I think that's sad. You know what's so funny? You would disrespect somebody working at a McDonald's or a Burger King, but yet you'll walk in there to buy McDonald's or Burger King. Do you see how that is? And this is why a lot of guys don't want to be bothered, because they know that you're full of crap when you talk. Because even though she's trying to let these ladies know why none of the men showed up, she's still being disrespectful. Listen to what she's saying.
So there go your answer. I hope that helps.
Right? See what she's saying? That's your answer. I hope that helps. That's not a good answer, because you ain't explain why the quality men didn't show up. This brother that's about to speak right now, fam, he's about to break it down. So all of y'all put y'all thinking caps on. Listen to what this guy have to say. Let it make sense, because what he's about to share is the real deal on why men won't waste their time going to none of them events. Let's go.
Y'all know when I record videos like this, I want you to focus on what I say and not necessarily me. So just listen. Nobody is surprised. Nobody is surprised that it turned out like that. When you look at how things have developed since, I would say, we ain't even got to go all the way back to the feminist movement, the women's liberation movement. We can go back to like 2015 and see how things developed over time. It's literally gotten this bad to where this was the only outcome. How many times has a guy tried to talk to a woman through her DMs just for her to make a video embarrassing that man for just trying to have a regular conversation with her?
Does that sound familiar to you? How many of you guys experience just that? How many of you guys experienced the very thing that he just said right there? You try to shoot your shot, you try to holler at a sister through the DM, and what did first thing she try to do? She want to try to air you out. You see that? Now, I don't even know who this guy is, but he's speaking facts on what us men go through. A lot of guys had that done to them. You see what I mean? A lot of guys had that done to them. You try to holler at a sister through a DM or whatever, she'll look at you like you crazy for trying to shoot your shot. She'll call you thirsty. Oh, you're thirsty. Yeah, like Sam said. Sam said, they'll call you thirsty and you doing too much. Really? So hold up, let me get this straight. You're a woman, you're supposed to be looking good. I'm a man, I'm supposed to be attracted to you. And when I approach you, you tell me that I'm thirsty. I'm doing too much. But yet you want a dinner date. Aren't you doing too much? You see how that works, brothers? Let's get back into this and listen. Let's go.
How many times has a woman turned on her camera when a man just approached her in the store having a casual conversation with her, and she tried to make a viral video of it, and the man wasn't even being rude?
Wow. How many of you brothers been through a situation like that? How many of you brothers see a sister in the supermarket, you figure, okay, cool, we in the same aisle, let me go shoot my shot and holler. As soon as you do that, she turn on her cell phone talking about, why you here? Why you looking at me? Why you harassing me? So what do you think brothers are gonna think now? You think they're gonna come to a so-called mixer event? Nah, you could stay there by yourself, fam, looking crazy. Let's go.
We've seen videos on TikTok alone where there are women talking about aborting black male babies.
How many times have you seen, even here on YouTube, where you have divestors teaching and saying that women need to abort all black babies, the sons, not the daughters. They teach women to abort male black children. This is going on social media, fam. Us men have to hear that. Now, what do you think that does for the dating pool? What do you think that does when we have to sit online and hear our own women say that they want to abort the male child? How do you think that sounds? Let's go.
We've seen videos on here where women were talking about that they don't have a spending problem, but the man has a making money problem.
Now think about that. Think about that. Women will literally come online and talk about how they don't have a spending problem when we know they most likely in debt, right? And they'll literally try to shame you brothers by saying that you have a money making problem. See, so everything is a problem. You're not tall enough, right? You don't have a car. Your credit is not great. But if you try to question them on things that they should know how to do as a wife, they'll get upset with you. See? If you try to holler at a sister, you're doing too much, you're thirsty. Listen, the whole idea of being thirsty is real dumb. Men are supposed to be attracted to women. What do you want him to do? Talk to a so-called man? So let me get this straight. So if the brother talked to a dude, then you want to shame him for that too. You see how this is? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Let's get back into this.
On top of that, what would have happened if a man came and sat at one of those tables? Let's be honest here. Y'all done embarrassed men left and right for just the minimal things, and nobody wants to be bothered with that type of toxicity. If a man would have came and sat down at one of those tables, y'all would have turned y'all noses up at him. Oh, he's not tall enough. Oh, what do you do for a living? You got a 9 to 5? Oh, you're not making enough money for me. And these are things that have happened in videos this year alone. We ain't even got to go, back years ago.
Think about what he's saying, fam. All facts. No lies told. Everything he said there is facts. If dudes would have really pulled up at that mixer event, right? And they would have sat down at the tables and like, hey, how you doing, baby? My name is so-and-so and so. The woman would have turned up her nose at him. Because that's what they do, fam. Listen, brothers, women will get dressed up, walk through the streets with her girlfriends just to reject men. Do you understand me? I've seen this stuff happen, fam. They would literally get dressed, get their cell phones ready, just to record guys pulling up on them so they could reject them to put it on TikTok. So they could get content. You'll have brothers, they'll shoot their shot at a sister in a DM, right? Figuring everything is cool. The sister would go take all the DMs and put it out for the public. You see how that works? That's what they do. They do it for content. Why? Because they get a kick. They get a rise out of stuff like that. And what does that do for the dating pool? What does that do long-term for women's success in relationships? They will never have success when it comes to relationships. Never. Because no man will take them serious. No man will ever say, you know what, I'm going to really take this woman serious. So all of the bad experiences that men actually have, especially with their own women, right? What this does to the male, is it makes him now look at his women and say, you know what? It's a waste of time. And you're wondering, look, and you wondering why these brothers getting these passports talking about they going overseas. And I was one that used to expose the so-called passport bros because they say they going overseas just to find box. I'm like, look, if you want to travel, that's cool. If you want to go overseas because you want to travel, see different cultures, find a wife, it is what it is. I respect that. But if you just going to get vagina overseas, you can do that nonsense right over here. And that's pretty easy to do with a broad over here. All you got to do is just gas them up and they'll be in bed. Like, I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you. Like, it's really easy to do. But now when you trying to get a sister to be a wife now, you know, that's a whole different task because modern women today ain't built to be wives. You know what I mean? They really built in a way where you could just get them in bed. You could do that. That's easy to do, fam. That's really easy. Listen, that's why brothers pump and dump at the end of the day. That's why dudes pump and dump. And now look, at the end of the day, I don't support the pump and dump, but you brothers that are pumping and dumping these women, hey, it is what it is, fam. At the end of the day, man, y'all gonna do what y'all gotta do because, hey, if they ain't trying to be wifed up and they just want to get pumped and dumped and they dumb enough to allow you to pump and dump them, then, hey, they just gonna have to just get pumped and dumped. Real talk. Real spit. I can't stop a brother from doing that. Listen, I don't encourage you brothers to go out there pumping and dumping women. Y'all know that I teach against that. Y'all already done know my stance. But at the end of the day, with the amount of rejection, with the amount of putting down black men that goes on, the amount of good brothers that try to do the right thing. I'm talking about brothers that try to do the right thing by women. And they only continually get degraded, bashed, and belittled for not having a certain amount of money, not looking a certain way, not being tall. Those brothers been through hell and hot waters front and back, fam. And what happens is they had enough. These brothers had enough, and a lot of these guys were good guys, stand-up brothers. Some of them may still be good guys and stand-up brothers, but they don't care no more. They're like, yo, Ringo, I hear what you saying, fam. It is what it is. I respect the fact that you ain't with that pump and dump, but fam, I'm going out here and I'm going to do what I got to do. It is what it is. And at the end of the day, I can't even blame that brother. I can't. I don't agree. I don't agree with what he's doing, but at the end of the day, hey, it is what it is. These women out here playing you brothers, disrespecting you brothers, you know what I mean? Why would you want to go to a mixer event only to get rejected and looked upon as, oh, what are you wearing? You wearing Jordans? How come you ain't wearing Giuseppe's? What kind of belt that is? You don't got an off-white belt? Little superficial, petty stuff like that women will do, fam. I don't like the way he's dressed. His swag is off. Stupid stuff. What's going on, Kenny? Shout out to you for the super chat. Appreciate the support. So that's part of the reason why we have many single mothers. Yeah. And I've talked about this many times. And a lot of times sisters get upset. Listen, a lot of you sisters that are watching the show, you have to understand, I got much love for the sisters. Y'all should know that because my platform is fair and balanced. I deal with issues concerning black men. I also deal with issues concerning black women, and I always offer solutions. At the end of the day, you have to realize what you started. You got to realize that the reason why a lot of black men are no longer even trying to approach you sisters is because of the toxic nature that you've learned in this society that you do towards men. You got a lot of good quality stand-up brothers that are trying to build with you ladies, and it seems like every time these brothers try to build with you, you try to tear them down. So what that does is it make the black man say, you know what? I've been trying to build with my sisters for many years. I've been trying to wife up my sisters, but it's like they don't want that. So what I'm gonna do now is, rather than me being faithful and loyal to just my women, I'm going to branch out because I have no choice, really. So I'm going to have to branch out. I'm going to have to branch out and see what's going on with other different ethnic groups of women to see if there is any sort of possibility or difference. This is why you have a lot of times where you have black men, they would compare the BW to a white woman or an Asian woman. And a lot of times our women get upset because we're comparing them to other women. And that's not the case. We're not really comparing them to be negative. It's just a fact of a matter of how we're being treated at the end of the day. You understand? And again, the Pookies and the Ray Rays, they're going to do our women dirty. I speak against the Pookies and Ray Rays that pump and dump, smash and dash. I speak against those guys that make our women into single mothers. But at the end of the day, as a woman, you make the choice to lay up with that guy. So if you become a single mom, you made that happen to yourself. Do you hear me? Let's get back into this. Let's go.
In short, y'all have literally created a toxic environment that over the decades, y'all have pushed men away little by little to the point where we feel that toxicity. It's almost like an energy shield. We feel that energy from miles and miles away, hell, from another damn state. So when we see a video like this, we still feel that toxicity and we're not even physically there.
Wow. Do you hear what he said, fam? In other words, we could feel the toxic energy even though we're not there. We're not even at the city where the event is taking place. We just know not to show up. We're not going to show up because we're tired of going through the same nonsense. You'll get brothers. They'll see a sister. These brothers will get dressed up. They'll get fly, do what they got to do. You know what I mean? Try to talk to the lady, be respectful, on his best behavior. And the woman will still reject him, make a mockery of him, and try to shame him for even approaching. And now look today. Now look at today. You got brothers today that don't even try to approach you sisters in the street. The weather is nice, the weather is warm, and brothers are not even trying to approach you. You see what's happening? Brothers ain't even trying to say, hey, how you doing, sis? They ain't even saying that. They just let you walk by. That's what's happening right now. Now, the Pookie and Ray Ray, he gonna shoot his shot. You're gonna have certain brothers try to shoot their shot. But for the most part, quality men, they're not the ones shooting their shot. You're getting men that you actually don't want to approach you that will approach. But real men, they're not trying to approach you because they're tired of the BS. They're tired. Let's get back into this. Let's go.
So you can only imagine what the men who are actually in that city feels like. They've probably seen that announcement. It was like, oh, it's going to be a bunch of single women there. Yeah, I'm a pass.
Wow.
Because it's gotten so bad that in the men's mind, why would I go to a mixer event just to get disrespected to my face when I could just stay my ass at home and not have to deal with that bullshit at all?
Wow, man. Wow. Why go to an event? Why go to an event to get disrespected to my face when I could just stay home? You see what I mean? You got a lot of brothers, they tried all the good way. I had brothers that hit me up on IG. They're like, yo, bro, real talk. I appreciate your messages. You're a stand-up dude. But, bro, I'm tired of being on the straight and narrow doing the right thing, fam. I did that already. For me, it's not working. These sisters is wilding. I'm just going to go out there and do my thing. And I'm like, damn, another brother went astray. You know what I mean? Another brother just went astray. We lost another good brother. You know what I mean? I'm talking about brothers that I seen around these YouTube streets, man. You know what I mean? They follow my videos. They've been watching my videos for years. Brothers hit me up literally to let me know, like, yo, I feel what you're saying, but yo, it's summertime. I'm just going to go out there and just wild out, do what I got to do. It is what it is. I appreciate your messages. I'm going to still watch. You know what I mean? Maybe later down the road, I might change up. But, yo, I'm going to just go do what I got to do, fam. And I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm helping the brothers, but at the same time, they dealing with you sisters, and it's just toxic energy, fam. Just toxic energy. And the brothers are tired, man. They like, look, y'all talking about y'all want a good man. And when a brother is good, y'all don't want that man. So what is a brother to do? Just sit around and play games? That's why these brothers are resorting to the pump and dump. You know what I mean? You got brothers that watch my platform, and they'll go to other brothers' platforms where they teach about the pump and dump. And I see them in the chats. I see them, but I don't say nothing because, hey, they're going to do what they want to do regardless. I can't stop these grown men. They're fed up. You know what I mean? You got all different types of men that watch my platform. But at the end of the day, I cannot make men make their own decisions. They're men. They're going to make their own decisions. So if these men make decisions to pump and dump you ladies and leave you with babies, hey, it is what it is at the end of the day, because you don't want a quality, stable home. You don't want a husband. You don't want to be a wife. So what do you want to be? What do you want to be if you ain't trying to settle down? All you want to do is dress up to take your photo op and just do what you need to do on Instagram and TikTok. At the end of the day, you're getting older, sister. All of this toxic energy towards these brothers playing games is a waste of time. Okay, you got toxic men out here. We're not talking about those guys. You shouldn't be focusing on toxic men. You should be focusing on quality men. Do you understand me? You're supposed to be focusing on quality men. Some of you ladies are so toxic, you're never going to have a man. I'm talking about ever, forever. You will forever be single for the rest of your life. Do you understand me? And until you overcome that negative energy, no man in his right mind is going to deal with you. You'll have guys that'll approach you. See, here's something that women don't understand. A brother will approach you based on how you look. You could look a certain way and a man can be attracted to you. But if you're toxic and your energy is off and that man begins to learn about you, he's not going to want to deal with you. He's going to run away. And that's a fact. Let's go.
Y'all have literally pushed and disrespected men so much that even when there's a bunch of single women ready to mingle, they don't even want to be bothered with it.
Wow.
It has nothing to do with them, with their sexual orientation. It's just that they don't want to deal with that level of toxicity, that combativeness. I'm willing to bet it was probably 1 or 2 women there that probably had some sense. They were surrounded by so many toxic women that they didn't even want to, a man wouldn't even want to approach them.
Wow.
It's no different than those club scenes when a man sees a woman, he wants to approach her, but she's surrounded by a bunch of toxic friends. It's the same thing. You can't be surprised that this is the outcome. Y'all made it like this.
Wow, fam. Do you hear that, man? That's crazy, fam. He said, y'all made it like this. Think about how many sisters are out here that look like her, even though she got the filter. You know what I mean? Imagine how many women out here look good, you know what I'm saying? They fine, but their heart is not as attractive as the outward. And see, this is a thing that a lot of ladies have to understand. You could look good on the outside, but how are you in the inside? Again, this is supposed to be a mixer event for singles. For singles, look at this. This is supposed to be for singles. Now, you would think a lot of you guys, if you really be honest, you'll holler at the sister on the screen. I would agree that most of you brothers would holler at the sister on the screen, right? But check this out. No guy is there. You see this? No guy ain't there. Look, all of them. Everybody getting their chairs. Let me see if I can make this thing a little larger, because I know some people, they're looking at this on like a cell phone or something like that. Hold on a second. Let me see if I could do this real quick. Let me see. All right. Look at a sister there in the pink dress. You see that? Wow. Everybody trying to pull up their chair and whatnot. Let's go. Look at it. Look at all them sisters, fam. All ladies, man. Look at another lady in the peach pink dress right there. Sitting there with no man. Look at that. Look at all the women at the tables, fam. No man in sight. And y'all get mad at me when I say you're going to be single for the rest of your life. I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. These are events that you throw and no men show up. None. Ain't no man talking about he trying to commit to you under no monogamy. Those monogamy men not showing up. Ain't none of that going on here. Y'all don't want to listen to me. I'm pretty sure all of them got college degrees. I can guarantee you that every one of them have a college degree. They're all strong. They all make 6 figures. They all drive luxury cars. Look at this mess. Wow. This is sad, man. Sad, sad, sad.
A lot of y'all ladies are asking, like, where were the men at? Why didn't no men show up to this mixer? Well, number one, the men who are actually good catchers would never go to a mixer.
She said the men that are good catchers would never go to a mixer. The men that are good catchers would never go to a mixer. She's saying that, but yet she don't have one of those guys. You see that? And why would those men not go there? Why? Why would the good catch men, why would they not go? Why would they not go? See, she's not explaining that. See, let's go.
They don't do that. And then the Pookies who would have came, they were short-staffed at McDonald's and Burger King. Somebody had to drop them fries and flip them burgers.
See, shaming black men by saying that they couldn't show up because they needed somebody at McDonald's and Burger King. You see that? I don't disrespect people based on where they work. I don't do that. That's something I don't do. As long as a man, listen, as long as a man got a job, as long as a man got a job, as long as a man work with his hands, as long as a man is able to provide something for himself, legally, he's a man. You understand? I don't disrespect no man based on what he do with his hands in terms of doing a job to make money for himself. I don't care if he's in the burger joint flipping burgers with his McDonald's uniform on. At least he's not outside selling drugs. At least he's not outside robbing and stealing. See, nobody don't want to give the brother credit. But see, it's that very same brother that work in the burger joint that's going to end up becoming a multimillionaire one day. And all of you ladies are going to literally be trying to holler at him. Never underestimate a man's potential. Never disrespect a man over that.
Not to mention, half of them don't have vehicles to get there, and the ones who do can't afford gas to put in those vehicles to get to the mixer.
See how that is? Disrespecting the men by saying they can't afford it, they don't have a car, and they can't put gas in their car. Do you see this? So let me get this straight. All women, they could afford to have a car. All women could afford to have gas in their car. But if it's a man and he's a pookie, for some reason he can't. See, I don't think women understand that a Pookie and a Ray Ray doesn't necessarily mean he's broke. Do you understand? Pookies and Ray Rays are not necessarily broke. They're not. I don't think, listen, I talk about the Pookies and Ray Rays pumping and dumping women. We know that, right? At the same time, a Pookie and a Ray Ray is not necessarily some dude from the hood who's just in the ghetto. He's broke with no job. You got Pookies and Ray Rays that are in the corporate world too. Do you understand me? You got Pookies and Ray Rays that are in the music industry, in the movie industry. They got good paying jobs. They drive very nice cars. Should I say automobiles? They drive very nice automobiles. Right? And they always seem to pump and dump you ladies because you look at the exterior and you figure, okay, he got a good job. He making money. He dressed nice. You know what I'm saying? He got on Giuseppe's and he's doing very well. Okay. But then what happened? He ended up pumping and dumping and playing you. See? Let's go.
So there go your answer. I hope that helps.
Wow. Look at her, man. She alone. All by herself.
Y'all know when I record videos like this, I want you to focus on what I say and not necessarily me. So just listen. Nobody is surprised. Nobody is surprised that it turned out like that. When you look at how things have developed since, I would say, we ain't even got to go all the way back to the feminist movement, the women's liberation movement. We can go back to like 2015 and see how things developed over time. It's literally gotten this bad to where this was the only outcome.
Wow.
How many times has a guy tried to talk to a woman through her DMs just for her to make a video embarrassing that man? Times has a guy tried to talk to a woman through her DMs just for her to make a video embarrassing that man was the only outcome? How many times has a guy tried to talk to a woman through her DMs just for her to make a video embarrassing that man for just trying to have a regular conversation with her?
How many of you had that happen to you? See that? See, black men know what it is because we all share similar experiences. See, what the brother is spitting right there is pure facts because he most likely tried to holler at a sister and the first thing she did is she want to make a video about it. So now what does that do? It makes men say, you know what? I'm not hollering at none of these women because of his experiences, because the toxic nature of the woman. In other words, I can't even talk to a sister because she records everything. I can't talk to a sister no more. So you know what? I'm going to find women that I can actually deal with that are not toxic like these women. That's what's going on right now. So to all the ladies, all the real sisters, you got to really think about what's taking place in today's culture. When you have sisters that are doing toxic things towards black men, it affects you as a whole. It's affecting you. Think about this. Think about the experiences that I deal with, all the things that I face. Now think about if you're a sister and you take a liking to me and you try to approach me, hello, how you doing, Ringo, such and such and such. You think I'm going to be like, oh, welcoming you with open arms? I'm going to be thinking, here's another toxic sister coming through. Here's another toxic woman trying to ease her way in to get a tape, to get some tea. You see how that works? Well, that's exactly how it is with black men right now. When they look at you, they see the toxic nature of what we see and what we experience. And they're like, look, you know what? I'm just going to be here in the cut, lay in the cut and not really do too much because based on what I'm seeing, I already done know what to expect. Damn. That's crazy. And that's where we at right now. You got brothers that won't even talk on the phone with a woman. In other words, a sister could give a brother her number. The brother wouldn't even call her on the phone to talk no more. Do you know that? Men do not talk on phones no more. Men do not talk on phones no more with women. They don't. I've talked to many different brothers and they all told me the same thing, that they do not talk on a phone with a woman. We all know you're not supposed to do that. Listen, brothers, let me tell you something. Talking on a phone with a woman is the most dangerous thing you can do as a man. If you don't know that, now you know. You're more better sending a woman a text message than talking to her by phone. You know why? Because when you talk by phone, right, you have to understand you're being loose with your lips, you're talking fluent, you're not thinking about what you're saying, and nothing you say can be backed up. On the other end, in this particular day, women are actually recording your conversations. You'll have women that'll take your number, call you up, or you call her, and as soon as she pick up the phone, she get her other phone and she's recording your phone call, gathering everything that you say. Those are the most damaging things that women do, and they do it all the time. I've talked to many different brothers, and they all said the same thing. Yo, fam, I don't even call women to talk. And I don't mean you don't call women. I'm talking about you don't talk on the phone with them. In other words, having these long conversations, talking about this, what you like, how you want to do this to her and that to her. Men don't do that no more. They'll just call up. Hey, how you doing? Yo, I'm coming through. All right, cool. Hey, yo, I'm downstairs. That's all brothers do nowadays. They do not talk by phone. They talk face to face. That's how they do it now, fam. And even talking face to face, you got to be concerned too, because she can always put her recorder on when she meet you. See how toxic it is right now? A brother can't even sit down and vibe with a woman no more. A brother can't even vibe with a sister no more without being concerned like, oh, damn, my message is on World Star now. Wow. So what does that do for relationships in today's day with modern women? Do you really think black men are going to be approaching sisters? It's not going to happen. And again, ladies, I'm talking about quality black men, not the Pookies and Ray Rays that just want to smash and dash. Because those are the kind of brothers you seem to always attract. I'm talking about you getting with a quality man to settle down, be a wife, do what you got to do, have some kids and so forth. That's never going to happen. Not in this lifetime. It's not going to happen at all, fam. Let's go.
How many times has a woman turned on her camera when a man just approached her in the store, having a casual conversation with her, and she tried to make a viral video of it, and the man wasn't even being rude?
Think about that, fam. You weren't even being rude to the sister, but she want to make a viral video out of the moment. She want to get her audience to be like, ooh, girl, you heard what he said? Girl, wow, you heard what he said, girl. That's what they do nowadays. So you really think black men want to go through that nonsense? They're tired of that, fam. And see, this is why, brothers, when you listen to my content, when you hear me share different experiences, when I talk about different things that I go through, fam, it's for you younger brothers, especially you younger brothers, man. So that you don't go through the pitfalls, man. We go through, us men, the older brothers, we go through different things in life so that you younger brothers don't have to go through that, man. You don't have to. All you got to do is look at the blueprint. Look at the things other brothers go through and learn from it. And then you move different. Become sharper and wiser in how you move. That way you don't get caught up. A lot of these sisters are going to be by themselves, man. That singles event was a disaster. Imagine you dressed up as a sister. You're there, all these women around. All this vagina is in the air. And there's no man in sight. Not one man showed up. The bartenders are there serving drinks. He's happy that y'all there. But I'm pretty sure the bartender is like, dag, no guy showed up for y'all? Y'all must be doing really bad out here for men not to show up. Let's go.
You know, we've seen videos on TikTok alone where there are women talking about aborting black male babies.
Yep.
We've seen videos on here where women were talking about that they don't have a spending problem, but the man has a making money problem. On top of that, what would have happened if a man came and sat at one of those tables? Let's be honest here. Y'all done embarrassed men left and right for just the minimal things. And nobody wants to be bothered with that type of toxicity.
Nobody don't want to be bothered with that, man. Nobody don't want to be put down and whatnot. Because if there was a dude that showed up there, he would have got rejected, especially being that there's a lot of females around. Oh, yeah. If one guy, let's say, for example, 2 guys showed up at the event and there's about 35 to 40 women at the event. And the 2 guys are sitting there and he tried to holler at a sister. The minute the dude tried to holler, the sister would have looked at the fact that with so many a woman around, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play hard to get and literally reject this brother in front of all these women to make him look stupid so that I could look like I'm strong and independent. That is what they do. Shout out to Nelly for the membership, 5-month membership. Said, keep speaking the truth, Ark. Appreciate the support. All right, let's go.
If a man would have came and sat down at one of those tables, y'all would have turned y'all noses up at him.
Yep.
Oh, he's not tall enough. Oh, what do you do for a living? You got a 9 to 5? Oh, you're not making enough money for me. And these are things that have happened in videos this year alone. We ain't even got to go, back years ago.
See this, fam? This is crazy. And see, again, this is why you got brothers that push the pump and dump. And look, I had my run-ins with the brothers that push the pump and dump. Like I said, me and New Breed, we collaborated. We made a rap song to pretty much combat the pump and dump message. But at the end of the day, men are going to still be men out here. There's no way around that, fam. I cannot stop all the brothers that are going to pump and dump you sisters because y'all out of line wilding out in these streets. At the end of the day, if you choose a brother to lay up with and he pump and dump you and he was able to be successful at it, that's your own weakness. At the end of the day, he could be toxic, but guess what? If you allowed him to pump and dump you, that means that you're toxic too. Because there's no way you could be a good woman and allow a man to pump and dump you. I say that again. There is no way you could be a good woman and allow a man to pump and dump you. If you allowed it, it's because you wanted it too. So that's consensual pump and dump. Oh man, that's a video title right there. Uh-oh. I got to deli note that one. Consensual pump and dump. When a woman knows she's dealing with a whoremonger male, but she consent to the pump and dump. Under those circumstances, we can't look at the dude and say, oh, he was just using you, because there are sisters out here that want the same thing. Remember what I taught you, brothers. There are women out here. Let me break it down. And make sure y'all get the likes up on the video, fam. We got almost 300 people in the building, only 126 likes. Let's get the likes to at least 250, fam. At least 250. You know what I mean? That's the least y'all can do, fam. And also hit the Cash App, $ Ringo TV Raw, fam. Support the stream. Now, let me break it down for you. You got women in this world, and I've taught this many times. We're going to break this thing down for you brothers to understand. Now, again, I'm not encouraging the pump and dump. Not at all. You understand? I believe that man should wife up a woman, build family, and legacy. That's what I teach on the platform. At the same time, brothers, you got to understand the real. Most women in today's day, listen to me carefully, just want an experience. Do you follow me? I'm giving you the real. If you're the kind of guy that just wanted to smash and dash a woman, and I don't encourage this at all. At the same time, as a teacher of truth, I got to give you both sides of the spectrum to understand the game. Most women in today's day, they really don't want no relationship. They don't want to become a wife. Not while they're young. Oh no. They'll do that when they're 35, 40, 45. That's when they think about that. And in some cases, they end up never doing it. But now here's the game. Most women just want an experience. If you holler at a sister, understand this. If she gave you her number, gave you any sort of time, she already decided that moment in a twinkling of an eye that she would give you her vagina. She already told herself that. So all you gotta do is just play your cards and don't even mention that you're trying to have a relationship. Are you listening to me? Now, a lot of you brothers, again, I teach truth on how you're supposed to wife up a sister and build a family, either have wives, concubines, it is what it is, in respect, in terms of you keeping those women in your life. But if you're the kind of guy that just want to smash, dash, pump, and dump, that's the easiest thing to do in the world. Because most women want to do the same thing. They're naive. They're easily deceived and manipulated. How do you get in? This is how you do it. You don't talk about relationships. You don't go up to a sister talking about, I'm trying to get to know you. You don't tell a sister, yeah, I'm trying to build with you. I want you to be my woman. Do you have a man? Are you single? A man that is trying to pump and dump is not doing none of that nonsense. A man that is trying to pump and dump is not telling a woman, are you single? He don't care if you're single. He don't care what your status is. He's not looking to entertain, oh, I'm trying to be your man. Are you single? When was the last time you had sex? Guys don't ask any of those dumb questions if he's trying to pump and dump. He's just playing his cards, doing what he's doing. Hey, how you doing? We can hang out over the weekend. It is what it is. And he's setting up dates. And he's not setting up dates to go take her to no dinner. A real dude that is just trying to score is not telling a sister that he's taking her on a dinner date. See, a lot of you guys that are doing that, you're dumb. Because what you have to understand is the minute you got that woman number, the minute she was looking at you from top to bottom, she already decided that she was giving you her vagina. She already decided that she's gonna give you head. She was just waiting for you to keep it a buck with her, telling her exactly what you want. Do you understand me? Now keep in mind, fam, I'm giving you the game to understand the two differences of the coin of the spectrum. You can either be the guy that pump and dump, or you could be the guy that build relationships with women, but it works pretty much the same. Not saying that if you're the guy that want to build a relationship that it can't work. Because you could be the kind of guy that you want to build with a sister on some real ish, and she'll want to smash literally on the same day. It is what it is. You could still get with her and make her your woman. But I'm talking about the dude that just want to smash and dash. Never tell a woman you trying to have a relationship with her. Never talk about, do you have a man? When was the last time you did this? No, we don't got time for all of that. You know she feeling you. You know she gave you her number. Listen, just tell her, look, let's meet up for some drinks. Let's go hang out, do X, Y, and Z, and we go to the telly. It is what it is. And you got to tell her straight up and down. No sugarcoating. No, nothing. You told her exactly what it is. Now, here's the thing, fam. Some of you brothers might be like, man, I'm not going to tell her that. That's going to mess up my chances. No, it's not. Because she was with it from the beginning. Matter of fact, fam, If you would have told her that the same day, she would have went with you. Y'all brothers be thinking that modern women are angels. They're not. A lot of sisters are out here doing a lot of things behind the scenes that you just don't know about, fam. And that's real. So again, if you're the kind of guy that just want to pump and dump, and I don't encourage you doing that, I believe that you should wife up a sister. I believe that you should take care of the women that you deal with. But at the end of the day, the world is toxic. And there's a lot of guys out here that they're like, look, Ringo, I hear what you're saying. I appreciate your messages. You're a stand-up brother. But bro, in my city, the women are not good. So I'm gonna go out here and do what I gotta do. I feel what you're saying, bro. But I'm gonna go do what I do respectfully. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Maybe later on in life, I'll chill. But that's what's going down. So even though we got the pump and dump brothers out here that are running through these women, that's a part of the judgment. That's the part of the judgment that women are facing due to their toxic nature. If you're toxic, you're gonna attract toxic men. Do you understand me? If you're toxic, you're gonna attract toxic men. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. You're gonna have those kind of brothers that are gonna line up. And I can't stop that from happening. So again, brothers, if you're that kind of dude, that you're like, look, bro, I'm not Mr. Nice Guy. I'm going out there and wilding out. Okay, if that's your choice, that's your prerogative. Just don't approach a woman acting like you want to have a relationship with her, because that's going to turn her off. Now, brothers, listen to me carefully. If a sister is feeling you, in other words, you just hollered at her, she feeling you, at that moment, she could, listen, she would let you come to her house and smash the same day. But it's all about your energy. Are you going to tell her straight up and down? Are you going to tell her, look, you with it? In most cases, she's with it. But now here's the thing. The minute you start talking to a woman that want to deal with you right away, and you start telling her, look, I want a relationship with you. I'm trying to make you my lady. I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z, make you a wife. You just turned her off. You just turned her off. It sounds crazy, right? I know it sounds crazy, but again, it's all about the context in which you approach the woman. If you approach the woman because you really want to make a woman your wife, then there's a certain way to approach her. If you approach a woman and all you want to do is smash, you cannot use the methods and the likeness of trying to make a woman your wife talking points. That's not going to work with that woman. You cannot go up to a sister that you want to smash and talking about you trying to make her your wife, make her your woman, and have a family. That's not going to work. So if a sister really was feeling you at first, and she was sexually attracted to you, and you try to tell her, look, I'm trying to make you my girl. I want to do right. I want to be monogamous. She's not listening to none of that garbage, bro. You just turned her off. At first, she was feeling you. At first, she was like, yeah, I'll definitely get with this brother. But the minute you started talking all that commitment stuff, guess this is what she's going to do to you, bro. She's going to say you're clingy. She's going to say, you know what? You're thirsty. You're doing too much. I don't really want to mess with you because you look like the type of guy that would get attached. And she don't want that. She want to get with the guy that just want to smash, dash, and then he go his way and she go her way. I'm giving you the full game. Oh yeah, she would definitely throw you in the friend zone. Definitely throw you in the friend zone once she hear that you want a relationship. Now, keep in mind, brothers, again, the sister was feeling you, but because you brought up relationship, she put you right in the friend zone. Because really, she just wanted you to smash. You brothers be thinking women out here don't want D, just like you want P. You think that there are sisters that you know, they just don't think about nothing? There's women that as soon as they meet a guy, she's looking at the brother like, damn, I want to invite that brother to the crib tonight. But she don't know how you're going to take that if she was that transparent with you. You know what I mean? And then some of you brothers, you don't know how to keep your mouth shut. You always want to tell everybody your business. So she's like, you know what? I'm going to keep that to myself. If women can really express themselves the way they really, really want to, bro, it would shock you how women really think, fam. It would shock you. That's why women move in silence when it comes to their feelings and emotions with men, because at the end of the day, they have feelings and thoughts too. It's just that they don't want to express it because they know a lot of you guys, you kiss and tell. You don't know how to keep your mouth shut. You don't know how to do anything secretly. You don't know how to keep things to yourself. You know what I mean? Some women don't want people to know that she's in a relationship with you. She just wants to keep it between you two because that's just the way she is. Maybe later down the road, she'll open up and X, Y, and Z. Again, there's all different types of women. There's all different types of men. My goal is that black men and black women come together. Build family, right? But at the same time, we're still in a culture that's over-sexualized where men are over-sexualized and women are over-sexualized and everybody is hooking up. That's why we call it dating. Dating today do not mean coming together to get to know one another. That's not what dating is. Dating in today's day is about you hooking up so that you can have sex. Can I get a witness? And that's very easy to do. I'm telling you straight up and down, if I'm the kind of guy that just want to pump and dump sisters, I could be pumping and dumping sisters all day. You know what I'm saying? All day. It is easy to do. It is easy to do. All you got to do is just get connected. Once she feeling you, listen, once the sister is feeling you, fam, all you got to do is just make your move. Yo, let's meet up so-and-so and so. Hey, let's hang out tonight. You want to hang out tonight, get some drinks, you know what I'm saying, get effed up. She ready to rock. She's ready to roll. Why? Because that's what women want to do. Women want to have fun. See that? They just want to have fun. Why do you think a lot of ladies be like, oh, nice guys, oh, they're boring. They're boring. They want to have fun, bro. But see, you could be a good brother and still know how to have fun with a woman. See, they don't know that. Women think that nice guys or good guys are boring. No. You just have to have a certain level of that it factor that make you who you are as a man. And that's going to make you shine. It's all about balance. Let's get back into this thing. Let's go.
In short, y'all have literally created a toxic environment that over the decades, y'all have pushed men away little by little to the point where we feel that toxicity. It's almost like an energy shield. We feel that energy from miles and miles away, hell, from another damn state. So when we see a video like this, we still feel that toxicity and we're not even physically there. So you can only imagine what the men who are actually in that city feels like. They're probably seeing that announcement. It was like, oh, it's going to be a bunch of single women there. Yeah, I'm a pass.
Wow.
Because it's gotten so bad that in the men's mind, why would I go to a mixer event just to get disrespected to my face when I could just stay my ass at home and not have to deal with that bullshit at all?
Why would I go to a mixer event only to get disrespected? Why would I do that as a man? Why would I go there? As much as I love the sisters and whatnot, why would I go to an event where there's all women there and try to shoot my shot, get rejected by one sister, move to another table, talk to another sister, and she's doing the same thing? How do you think that black man gonna feel? He gonna get up and he's gonna leave. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, brothers, a lot of women do that. They'll get dressed up to go to an event only to reject men. And they get kicks out of this type of stuff. They literally laugh with their friends and be like, ha, 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 look at this. Look at him. He came up to me. Hey, y'all seen my video that I post on TikTok with that guy? Ha, ha. Look at him. Hey, how you doing, sister? How you doing? And then she's going to disrespect him.
Y'all have literally pushed and disrespected men so much that even when there's a bunch of single women ready to mingle, they don't even want to be bothered with it.
Wow.
It has nothing to do with them, with their sexual orientation. It's just that they don't want to deal with that level of toxicity, that combativeness.
Wow.
I'm willing to bet it was probably one or two women there that probably had some sense. They were surrounded by so many toxic women that they didn't even want to, a man wouldn't even want to approach them.
Now think about what he just said right there, that there was probably 2 to 4 women at the event that had sense. So those particular sisters are most likely the ones that really sincerely are trying to look for a good brother, right? And while they're at the event looking good, they're looking around them and they're like, dang, look at all these toxic women around me. It would be virtually impossible for me to find a quality man. Now think, ladies, how many times have I talked about polygyny and y'all literally act like y'all not hearing my message? Look at all the women that were at that event. Look at all the women that were sitting around and no man is around. What does that say about where you're headed? What does that say about the things that I teach on polygyny in terms of a man dealing with more than one woman? You're gonna be alone for the rest of your natural life. When are you gonna get it in your head? When are you gonna get it? The only way you're gonna settle down with a quality man is if you share that man with another woman. That's the only way. Because you're never gonna find that man. It's not gonna happen. You could get mad with me. I get it. You could get mad. You can have a bunch of hopes. You can hope and pray to Jesus. You can pray to Jesus. You know what I mean? It's still not going to help your situation. Because to be honest with you, sisters, all of the quality men are most likely already building families. And I'm just keeping it a buck with you. And the quality men, there are still quality men that may have not found a good sister yet. And those brothers are not trying to settle with just you alone. Because I'm teaching these brothers to practice polygyny. Because we're not going to be out here playing this game, putting all our eggs in one basket with one woman, only to be emasculated in bondage of monogamy to go through the BS. Oh no, we're not going to do that. So you ladies have a choice to make in today's day. You can either gravitate towards a quality man under polygyny and build with that brother and put away your emotions and insecurities and see what life have to offer you. Or you could stay there jumping from man to man to man to man after heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak over and over and over and having babies out of wedlock. Is that the life you want to lead? How many times are you going to be in the emergency room giving birth to a baby and the father is not in the room with you? How many of you ladies experienced that? How many sisters in the clouds was in a relationship with a man, you had a baby, and he was not in the delivery room with you while you were going through all the contractions and pain? Why would you want to go through that? You should want a brother to be by your side in the hospital. You know what I mean? Or he could be by your side at home if you have a sister wife there and she's able to help you deliver the baby. Because that's the actual natural way it's supposed to be done. You're not even really supposed to be going to a hospital to do none of these things, even though we do that. You're really not supposed to be doing that. Everything is supposed to be done within our family. Everything's supposed to be done within the family and kept in the family. And let me also say this, being that we have about 350 people in the building. Polygyny is not about having orgies. Polygyny is not about having threesomes. Do you understand me? A man having more than one wife is not about him sleeping with his wives at the same time. That is not polygyny. Do you understand? You can have all of your fantasies, have all of your thoughts and whatnot, but it's not about you having your wives sleeping with each other. No, that is not what polygyny is. So don't get it confused with what you see on YouTube in terms of poly relationships. No, it's not a poly relationship. A man that practices polygyny is not a poly relationship. No. You see, because here on YouTube, you got a lot of people claiming that they're in poly relationships. And what you see is a man and he have about 2 or 3 women, and the women are all, I guess, the rainbow. They're all on that alternative stuff. And he allow his women to sleep with one another. That is not polygyny. Do you understand me? That's a guy practicing whoredom, and he's disrespectful, and he don't allow his women to be respecting of one another. That's a toxic man with multiple women. That's not polygyny. Do you understand me? Biblical polygyny is about a man having more than one wife, and his wives are his helpmate, and he's building family and legacy. He treat all his wives with respect, and he build with them. He takes care of his women. Do you understand me? He have children, and he takes care of them. He's not abusing them. He's not doing none of that nonsense. Right? Now, what would you ladies rather have? To be with a man that practices polygyny where everything is safe and you know exactly what he's doing. He's not outside fooling around with 20,000 different women, because if he's practicing polygyny, he's an open book. He's not with everybody. Or would you rather have a guy who's telling you that he's monogamous, right? But he's cheating on you with multiple women that you have no clue what he's doing. And then on top of that, to add insult to injury, you break up with him only to get with a new man and he repeat the same process. And then by the time you're 40, 45, you done been with damn near 60 different men. Now you're unable to pair bond. Is that the life that you want? You make the choice on that, fam. Let's go.
It's no different than those club scenes when a man sees a woman he wants to approach her, but she's surrounded by a bunch of toxic friends. It's the same thing. You can't be surprised that this is the outcome.
Wow.
Y'all made it like this.
Y'all made it like this. And again, listen, to all the sisters, hey, you could be in your ego, you could be in your pride. You can literally sit there, well, I'm not doing that. I don't want no polygyny. I don't want no man having no more than one wife. Lady, listen to me carefully. You will be single for the rest of your natural life. Period. Do you understand me? For the rest of your natural life. Single. Oh, you'll have sex with different men because we know you're going to go out there and have sex. But that's pretty much it. You're going to never be in a loving relationship. Ever. Not in this life. It's not going to happen. Because you refuse to understand what life is all about. The Most High did not call you to deal with multiple men. No. You're supposed to deal with one man, and he's supposed to be the head of the house and pretty much guiding you. You say that you want a man to lead. A lot of sisters are always talking about, where are all the black men that's going to lead? And then when you have a black man that's trying to lead you, you don't want that. Nope, it's not going to happen. You see? And you know what's so interesting? Let me say this. This is what's so funny about women, brothers. And I need for all you brothers to really much understand this. And again, to the 350 that's in the chat, if you're a black man, understand this. When you get around women, always make it clear to them that you practice polygyny. I don't care if you have no woman, you practice polygyny in terms of having more than one woman. Because what I've noticed with modern women is they love to say stuff like, I'm enjoying being single. Sister, if you enjoy being single, why are you having sex? Why are you still having sex if you are single? Single people shouldn't even be having sex. So by the pure fact that you are still having sex, you're not single. You're in multiple relationships with different men, which mean that you're a hypocrite by default. Because if you're against a man having more than one wife, but yet you're single and you're dating more than one man and having intimate relations, you are in fact a hypocrite. It means that you don't want a man to have more than one wife, but you definitely want to have more than one man. Now, what does that make you? What does that make you? What does it mean when a woman deals with multiple men? What does that make that woman? So brothers, when you hear women say, I'm enjoying being single, that's cap. They're not single. They're not single at all. They love to hide behind, I'm single. But what you really need to check, who they having sex with, what man is in their DM, who they sending pics to, what's really good. You see? Because most likely they're being shared and they're sharing their vagina. See, a lot of women will say, I'm not into polygyny. I'm not into sharing my man, but they're sharing their vagina with different men. And this is why a lot of sisters get mad with me, because I keep it 100% raw and uncut. See, it takes a real woman to listen to me and say, you know what? That brother is speaking raw facts. He's a real man. He's spitting a lot of game. He's real. He's official, most definitely. I hear what he's saying. He definitely speaking real, because if a sister's saying she's against a brother practicing polygyny, having more than one wife, but yet she's out here dealing with multiple dudes talking about she's single, yes, indeed, she's a hypocrite. You a certified hypocrite, fam. How in the world you out here dealing with multiple dudes talking about you dating, you single, but you having sex with all these different dudes? That's not being single. You're insane. You're passing yourself around. Nobody didn't even have to pass you around. You're passing yourself around. You're disrespecting your own self. That's crazy. Man. It's crazy, fam. But anyway, y'all, we're going to get up on out of here. It is what it is. Black Male Advice TV. We've been on for about an hour and 10 minutes. Make sure y'all catch the other show on my Ringo After Dark platform. Make sure y'all go over there and check out my latest live stream, fam. You don't want to miss that one. Oh, yeah, you don't want to miss that, fam. We have 360 in the building, 190 likes. Let's get it to at least 200 likes, fam. At least 200 likes. I know everybody don't like me. I know everybody in the clouds don't like me, but at least get the likes to at least 200. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate 200 likes, you know what I mean? Because not everybody agree with me. I know a lot of people are just here to just say whatever they want to say, get mad and whatnot. But yeah, it is what it is. So make sure y'all, again, go to my Ringo After Dark channel, subscribe to that channel, check out the latest live stream that I have over there. You don't want to miss that. It was a treat. It's about 8 hours, so it's an 8-hour live stream. So, you know, you would have to be patient with that one. That's why I did it on a Saturday, because I figured nobody don't have to go to work or whatever. Even though I'm pretty sure some people still have to work, you know. It is what it is. But nonetheless, this was a good stream. Went to a singles mixer only, and only women showed up. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to sign out. I'll be back on later on with more shows. This is Black Male Advice TV, the best channel on YouTube for reactionary videos on these YouTube streets. Shout out to the people for getting the likes to 200. Appreciate that. And that's about it, fam. You know what I'm saying? We're going to catch y'all in the next one. So, yeah. Oh, shout out to Samuel for the 5 on the Cash App. Appreciate your support. All right. Yeah, we'll catch you later on in the next stream. We're going to be doing a lot of videos about child support, divorce, and other reactions to kind of continue on from the video that I did with that attorney guy that was talking about the inheritance and whatnot. A lot of brothers is feeling these particular videos, and it'll make you brothers pretty much sharpen your game, because a lot of times, especially you brothers who want to pump and dump, you got to understand that there's consequences for pumping and dumping. So you don't really want to do that as a man. You don't want to get caught out there and a sister throw you on child support and whatnot, and then you struggle and suffer. You got to know the game. So we're going to talk about those videos later on. Anyway, y'all be safe out there. Have a blessed day. It's Black Male Advice TV. I'm out, fam. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.